we are headed to Carriacou.
Wow, look how big this hermit crab is. Wow.
Oh my God. We're going on a hunt to find a ship that is wrecked on a reef.
Beating hearts don't lie.
Hey there.
I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away.
My name's Billy, this is Sierra, and our pup Jetty. This is our home. Her name is Adrenaline. We decided normal lifestyle isn't quite right for us, so we've been living an unconventional but fulfilling life of challenge and adventure. Be sure to subscribe below and hop on board. Jenny, come here!
We have just left Grande Island and we are headed to Carriacou.
Just arrived in Carriacou, in a place called Tyrrell Bay, one of the popular areas in Carriacou. We didn't catch any fish, but we had an amazing sail over here. Short, like 13 miles. Had this beautiful sailing conditions yet again. Do you agree?
Yep.
Soon after we arrived in Tyrrell Bay, we sailed on to get to the north side of Carriacou to meet our friends Bo and Brandy and to take advantage of the calm conditions that you need to be able to anchor in the spot called Anse La Roche. Anse La Roche is a really quiet little anchorage, and it's really close to one of the coolest hikes we've done in the Caribbean so far, to the highest point in Carriacou.
We know we didn't hear yellow, so it's either red turtle trail or green turtle trail. There's like red turtles painted on the trees.
This is what our cool little anchorage looks like from the beach. So neat. Nice quiet spot. Really quiet compared to everywhere else we've been so far, pretty much around Grenada and Carriacou. I think it also helps that this spot gets a little rolly pretty easily. As soon as the wind or swell kicks up, it gets a little bit rolly, so it keeps a lot of boats out. But right now it's super calm.
You ready? You look tired already. How you guys doing? We're going to hike up to the top of the hill.
Yeah, oh, the trail.
Yeah, do you know where it is?
Right here.
Oh, perfect.
Only one track.
Okay, cool. And then go all the way to the top?
All the way to the top.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, bro.
Hey, can I take a picture of the setup here?
Sure, man.
This is just a little beach bar barbecue that this local guy put together for cruisers passing through the area. He said this is the way to get to it.
Red?
Well, he said you can't really miss the trail.
Look for elephants.
Elephants? Turtles?
Yeah.
There's like these turtle markings, green, yellow, and red, but he was saying that you just follow the trail. He's like, you can't go wrong.
Ask him about the turtles?
Yeah, he just said follow the trail. He didn't say anything about what turtle to follow. I think this is the way. Oh yeah, pretty well marked. Here's the little turtle things we were talking about. That way or that way? I think this way, left. I'm calling it.
Do they do hatches around here?
I don't know. So we don't really know too much about this small island, Carriacou. Overall, the island's pretty small. It's only 7 or 13 miles long by 3 miles wide, something like that. There is a ferry that runs back and forth from Tyrrell Bay to Grenada every single day. And that's the ferry Catherine's gonna take when she goes home in a few days. Take the ferry down to Grenada and then fly out of Grenada back to New York. I'm getting there. What did you spot?
A tortoise. Right? Like good trails or?
Yeah.
There's another one up there.
On.
I'm telling them all the Grenada facts we know. I mean, the Carriacou facts we know. Do you know any more?
Dogs get poisoned a lot here.
There's a lot of little farms with some cows actually. Whoa. And goats, and are there sheep as well? Chickens, a lot of chickens around, but definitely some cows and goats. And so one of the things we've been really paranoid about, because we've heard it from a bunch of people, is watching jetty, because they leave poison out for dogs here. And it's only a handful of people, and I think someone was telling us it's farmers, because it's their livelihood, like these goats and stuff. And when there's packs of dogs around, stray dogs, they get their goats, and that, you know, is affecting their livelihood. So they'll leave poison around to kill the dogs, unfortunately. So we just got to be really careful. And supposedly, like on the beaches and stuff, everything's fine. We're on a trail right now. There would be no reason for anyone to leave poison on this trail. It'd be like around their properties and stuff, or off the road through the towns and stuff. She's on a leash right now, and we keep her on leash almost everywhere we go here in Carriacou. I think they said go left.
Little Roche Beach. It's that way. High North Nature Trail. That way.
Straight on that road and then follow the red turtles.
What's Bogles? Isn't that like on a ski trail?
Those are moguls. Bogles is another small village just south of here.
This way.
Oh yeah, there's a turtle. Locust stinking toe. It's so funny coming across like the different climates and landscapes and things. Wow, look how big this hermit crab is.
I feel like there should have been a yeah.
Well, like I was saying, the different climates are pretty interesting, because like in Grenada we had those big tropical rainforests, but like a lot of areas, like kind of in here, there are just a ton of cactus. It seems like a little bit more of a drier environment.
What's HN?
High North. Definitely on the right trail. Calabash tree. We're still going up. We gotta be almost there. Starting to see the ocean over here. Wow. Oh man. That is crazy. Wow. You see this?
So pretty. There's waves out there. What's that?
That right there is Petite Martinique. That right there is a little private island called Petite Saint Vincent, and that's part of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. This technically is still part of Grenada, so we could go there without having to check in and out and everything. Way off in the distance in the clouds back there is Grenada. This is the Atlantic Ocean, and generally the trade winds are blowing in from the east constantly, but today it went completely calm, so the ocean's nice and flat, and I think tomorrow's going to be pretty calm as well, so we should probably try to get over to this side.
It reminds me of Pennsylvania.
Why?
It's so rural. Not the mountain.
We made it to the highest point in Carriacou.
Those waves gotta be surfable when it's dead like this. And it'd probably be a really fun kiteboarding spot too. Sun's just starting to go down and we gotta get out of here. We gotta get back to the boat. All right, we'll meet you guys at the bottom.
I called it. I told her back there. Beware, he's probably hiding.
We made it. Whew.
Come here, I'll take something.
Hello. No, I don't have my phone on me. Can you hold?
You got a nice one?
So this is the tail. I already took them apart. Oh
Nice.
my god! Hold them up again. Wow, that thing is huge.
You guys want to have dinner?
Oh my god.
Was he hard to get out?
No, he was like right there.
Just chilling.
But there is another one, but he was in a nice hole. So we're gonna go back tomorrow.
He tried.
I tried
so hard to
so
get him.
hard.
Really?
He is like dug in.
Well, we'll feed you guys for a couple days.
See you guys. See you later.
We're going on a hunt to find a ship that is wrecked on a reef. And hopefully catch some dinner. Lobster dinner. We have our drone, we have the net and the tickle stick, the dive flag, wetsuits, dive gear, iPad for navigation, VHF in case we break down, sunscreen. I think we're ready.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
So we're going around the corner to the north side of Carriacou. Our friends Bo and Brandy already went and they're lobster hunting over there. We're gonna try to get all the way to that shipwreck that we saw from that big lookout point yesterday. It's like wrecked out on the reef out there, which would be really cool to check out. I don't know how many miles it is, probably like pretty far, probably like 5 or 6. So where do you wanna go first?
To the wreck.
To the wreck we go. How's it going?
Good. No big one yet. No, I'm the exact same stuff.
What's up? Some small, any small ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Around where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
Such a cool wreck. It must have been here for a while because there's like cactus and trees and stuff growing on it. I have no idea what the history of this boat is, but we'll look it up when we get back and see if we could find some history on it. It looks like an old fishing trawler or something.
I don't know, looks a little bit more industrial.
Yeah, maybe some sort of supply boat or something like that.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
So we see another, looks like a bigger shipwreck, probably looks a little more destroyed out on this outer reef over here. So we're gonna go check that out. This thing is crazy. This one's so much further gone than the other one. Must have been here a long time. Completely rusted. Seedler K. Name of the boat. Looks like definitely some sort of industrial, like cargo ship or supply ship or something like that. They got like an old crane on it. Well, it looks like a crane. Completely falling apart. Look at that thing. So crazy. Wow, yeah, look, there's cactus growing all over the bow. Really? You guys are crazy.
Going to explore.
Have you had your tetanus shot?
Oh, when I got bit by that dog.
So you have you?
I don't know.
The other one at least is not falling apart and rusty. The floors you're gonna step on are just gonna like break underneath
I'll
you.
just step very gently and see if it'll let. Can you go by the opening where it looked like? Hey there. Probably something you shouldn't do, but we decided we wanted to check out the shipwreck, so we climbed on in. Don't worry, we got gloves and shoes. How is it in here? Cool. Really cool. Okay, we're going to new spaces. Answer your question. This is crazy. The outside. The contrast of the rust with the blue water. Wait, show me what you just grabbed. Do you want to see it here? That was not on purpose. You might be haunted. Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah. Maybe that's a good idea. That was really different.
Was it like falling apart?
Yeah. Yes. If you put your foot in the wrong spot, your foot was going through. So you had to be very careful. Don't try this at home.
There's definitely a little swell out here. It looks like it could be really fun with like a longboard or a stand-up paddleboard. I think it's really rare you get conditions like this where it's flat over on this side. This is the windward side, so there's always an easterly breeze on this side. So to have it flat and almost glassy is pretty rare. Wow, look at this reef underneath us. Wow, reef looks beautiful out here. It's hot. The water's crystal clear. We got to get in the water. We're gonna try and find some dinner. But we probably told you guys already, you're not allowed to spearfish here in Grenada. I read you're not allowed to spearfish in St. Vincent, and I think St. Lucia as well. I'm not sure the rest of the Caribbean, unless you're with a local. And I think even with a local, you're only supposed to spear lionfish. The only things we can really get are lobster, conch, anything without a spear, really. Let's get in the water.
Trying to eat the GoPro. Probably. Yeah, just barely.
We just got back to the boat and we are so tired. We were in the water looking for lobster for like how long? 4 or 5 hours. We got 2 lobster. But at least we got 2 lobster. They're like just legal, so it'll be like an appetizer for us 3, which is good. Better than no lobster. We'll probably throw those on the grill in a little bit. We're just gonna take Jetty to the beach in a minute, and then we'll throw a lobster on the grill. And then what else we having for dinner? Anybody know? Leftovers probably. Awesome day on the water. It was a long day exploring those wrecks and just diving and saw so many cool things. What was your favorite thing?
The octopus.
The octopus on the camera, that was crazy. And then we saw a ton of nurse sharks, a ton of, what are those, puffer fish?
Yeah.
Like a ton of puffer fish.
More than I've ever seen.
They were everywhere. A couple eels, some really, really cool stuff. The lobster down here in the Caribbean compared to when we were up in the Bahamas, they're a lot harder to get, would you say?
The reefs here are like super rocky and you can go like way back in them and they're just a zillion places for the lobster to escape.
What about in the Bahamas though? I feel like they're way more skittish and aware here, and like a little bit less of them. I don't know. I feel like it's just harder here to get lobster. I mean, I guess in the Bahamas you're allowed to spear them as well, which apparently I didn't really think about too much, but it's kind of controversial to spear lobster, and even in the Bahamas where it's allowed, because you gotta make sure they're big enough, and then you gotta make sure that there's no eggs on them. They're not egg bearing, so if you spear it, it's too late. You can't put it back. But if you just catch it with a tickle snake on the net or a snare, then
You can check them, see if they have eggs, and if they do, throw them back.
we don't have a snare, but we have a tickle stick on the net, and that's how we've been trying to do it. And I don't know, it's kind of a pain. I think we should really get a snare. Our net is pretty much useless, so we've pretty much been using the tickle stick and then just like grabbing the lobster with our hands, like getting them in a good spot and just grabbing them real fast, and that's been working the best for us, I'd say.
The net is good on ledges, but when you have like a little rock area that you're trying to go in, the net just doesn't fit.
We got a little bit of delicious lobster tail, and then some leftover Brussels sprouts, and all the vegetables we had left in the fridge to make a nice little cabbage salad. How is it?
Delicious.
We'll see you next time.